FakeTV Box is a recorded production of KlicKNet from mykwame.com studios at 144 Studios, New York City. Additional help provided by Adobe, supporting all with limitless creativity in graphics, illustration, and videography. The innovative world of Apple, Sure apps and products for audio functions, and by contributions to this YouTube channel from KlicKNettars like you. Thank you. Happy New Year, KlicKNettars! Welcome to the new and improved FakeTV Box with Kwame Alexander, the show where I get to spend 5 to 30 minutes talking crap about all the whack jobs and hot messes out there. But I do it sitting behind a desk because I'm a professional. I hope you like the new set and the new glasses, though my mom wore them for New Year's Eve and in red pajamas no less. And this is true. I told her that she looked just like Elton John. So I guess that makes me like young Elton John Alexander Jr. Okay, so for the first show of 2024, we want to explain a major Wkly Hit List post that we wrote on our KlicKNet blog. It's all about film production, something that moviegoers do not see on the big screen or anywhere else unless the director allows them to, with bloopers and behind-the-scene footage and pictures. If you already read this post, then you might think we're plagiarizing, but it's not plagiarism if you're copying from yourself.
The Writers Guild of America is saying that they stand in solidarity with SAG-AFTRA as the Actors Guild bargains for a new contract.
Hollywood has slowly gone back to work after dealing with not one, but two devastating strikes that involved writers and actors. Personally, this has always been the first thing I wanted to discuss with you once I returned from staying off camera and away from my FakeTV Box hosting duties to show my solidarity with the actors and writers who were fighting, by the way, for fair contracts, hence the reason why Bears took over the show. We constantly had our senior strike correspondent Kwame Alexander report on the strikes in field pieces on FTB 60. Whether he was standing outside in front of the studios or walking around the streets of Manhattan in the middle of the picket lines, he worked his butt off to tell us what was going on. And for that, all I want to say is thank you. So please give a warm welcome to our senior strike correspondent, Kwame Alexander. Hello, Kwame. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year. Kwame, why are you dressed like that? Oh, I was helping our team take down all the Christmas lights on the studios. Though, I've kind of been waiting since November for you to tell me how I did with covering the strikes. Well, wait no longer, Kwame. I think you did great. You gave our viewers a certain CNN vibe to covering the writer's strike and the actor's strike. And you were able to keep the KlicKNet channel afloat while I was away supporting the stoppage. So all I want to say right now is thank you. You're welcome. So when's my next assignment? Say what? Yeah, I mean, when's the next strike for me to cover? Um, we don't know, Kwame. We heard that some production unions might go on strike this year, but it's uncertain at this time. We'll keep you posted, buddy. Until then, get back to work on those Christmas lights. Okay. You heard the boss. Back to work. And can someone get these things off me? Man, I look like spaghetti. See and strike. Correspondent KlicKNet, everybody. Now here is what he was covering for the past 6.5 months.
The 148-day writers' strike, the second longest in Writers Guild of America history, has been called to an end. The strike concluded at midnight on Wednesday thanks to a vote from Guild leadership that authorized members to return to work after the tentative agreement the union reached with studios and streamers on Sunday night.
It's official. The actors' strike is over after 118 days. SAG-AFTRA has reached a tentative agreement on a new 3-year contract with the studios and streamers. SAG-AFTRA announced that the union's TV Theatrical Committee approved the agreement in a unanimous vote on Wednesday. The strike will end at 12:01 a.m. on Thursday.
The double Hollywood strikes took place between early May and early November, with the writers' strike lasting 148 days from May 2nd to September 27, and the actors' strike lasting 118 days from July 14th to November 9th. On September 24th, 2023, the Writers Guild of America and the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers both agreed to a 3-year deal before the Writers Guild union leadership announced that the writers' strike would officially end on September 27 at 12:01 a.m. Pacific Time after voting unanimously on a new deal. Then on October 9th, members of the WGA officially ratified the deal with 99% of WGA members voting in favor of the new contract. As for SAG-AFTRA, they came to a tentative deal with the AMPTP on November 8th, 2023, ending the SAG-AFTRA strike at 12:01 a.m. Pacific Time on November 9th. Then the next day, on November 10th, the SAG-AFTRA National Board Committee approved the agreement by a majority of 86%. However, it took longer for the Actors Guild members to vote yes than the Writers Guild members because SAG-AFTRA has more members than the WGA. I mean, if it were like the upcoming 2024 presidential election, they could have had all members of both unions mandatorily vote yes or no for one day. Instead, they were given a week or month to do so, leaving us viewers of TV shows and movies in suspense, which is something that me and my stomach are not very fond of. Now, SAG-AFTRA's 3-year deal was approved by its members with a 78.43% support, which is 20% less than WGA members supporting their deal. The reason behind that is because not all SAG-AFTRA members believe that their deal is fair in terms of AI provisions and residual bonuses for actors who star in streaming shows and digital content. So, just to clarify, the WGA got what they wanted from the big Hollywood studios and much, much more, while SAG-AFTRA almost got what they wanted from the big Hollywood studios and more that they didn't really ask for. Writers have wanted protection from artificial intelligence, while the studios rejected their idea and countered with an annual meeting to discuss advancements in technology. The guidelines of regulating the use of AI in productions are as follows: that AI cannot write or rewrite any literary material, and AI-generated material cannot be considered source material under this current deal. This would prevent the material from undermining credits or other rights granted to writers. However, the rules do not bar writers from using AI to help with their work if the company allows it, and if they follow its policies. The studios cannot require a writer to use AI software. Studios must also inform writers if any of the materials they receive are AI generated or contain AI generated material. Finally, the WGA reserves the right to assert that exploration of writers' material to train AI is prohibited by MBA or other law. Writers secured a 76% increase in foreign streaming residuals from streaming platforms like Netflix for a single hour-long episode. Writers will also receive a viewership-based streaming bonus between $9,000 and about $40,000, depending upon the length of the show or if the streaming feature has a budget of over $30 million. First of all, the AMPTP agreed to share the total number of hours streamed domestically or internationally as long as they remain confidential between the two sides. The information may be shared with union members, but only in an aggregated form. So like an aggregated form would be like collecting seashells from the seashore, or collecting stems, or even collecting pens. Oops. I'll clean this up after I'm done telling you how sag-aftra's new deal ventures into unknown territory with several provisions, including the guardrails around the use of AI, as well as new streaming success bonuses. For instance, while it does provide first ever protections against the use of AI to replicate performances, under the agreement, actors must consent to being replicated, and the intended use of the AI performance must be spelled out in reasonably specific terms. Variety wrote in an article that they believe that for some actors, the language did not go far enough to allay their fears of being replaced by AI. The contract does not prohibit studios from training AI on actors' images to create synthetic performers who bear no resemblance to any real-life actor. The union had sought to give itself a veto over such use, but the studios refused, agreeing only to give the union notice. The deal also provides that if any synthetic performer includes a recognizable facial feature of a real actor, that actor must consent to that use. People have always joked about how the big Hollywood studios never learn from all the movies they make about AI taking over the world. Because even now, they would still put their trust in machines to make the best content out there for their viewers. I don't even know what's worse, a production company using AI or a science tech company using AI. And the only clip we could find to support that joke was this. The point is, none of this AI crap makes sense, so they may as well blow it all to hell. As for streaming bonuses, SAG-AFTRA looked for $500 million a year, which would come from a 57-cent assessment from every streaming subscriber. While they may not have come close to it, they did get a new $40 million bonus residual, which is modeled on a similar deal given to the WGA. The actors deal also provides a 75% residual bonus for actors who appear on the most watched made-for-streaming show, and another 25% will go into a fund which will be jointly administered by the union and the studios, and will distribute money more broadly to actors on other made-for-streaming shows. So like, sag-aftra wanted the entire bonus to go into the fund, and they could only settle for 25%. Well, at least they got a piece of the pie, so to speak. It's safe to say that the industry will return bigger and stronger in 2024 and beyond. Filmmakers and actors have slowly gone back to working on set of TV shows and movies, and participating in big studio promotions by talking about their projects in interviews and walking down the red carpet of world premiere events. 2024 is sure to be the start of a massive reboot for all of Hollywood, and if other unions do go on strike, they could learn a thing or two from the writers, and most definitely the actors. Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and share everything here on KlicKNet. If you're new to this channel, show your support by hitting the subscribe button down below. Also, follow us on social media through Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and the site formerly known as Twitter. And I'll see you next time on FakeTV Box with Kwame Alexander.